If you have interest into travel business and wanted to start your own related to travel services, maybe you are just graduate from the college, maybe done an MBA or any other education and really want to work into a travel industry, I like to share some basic things where you can get started the travel business very easily. Hi guys, my name is Vivek Kateria. I am an engineer turned techno sales professional. I've been working into a technology and as well as travel industry for almost like 15 plus years. And I'm on a mission to reach 10,000 plus travel agents to help them to understand the technology and how the technology can make their life easy. Today we're going to discuss how you can get to start your travel business easily utilizing the technology method which is in place right now. So let's understand before we get started. I assume because you're just thinking to start for the travel business, so let's understand how the travel business work. Like any other business, travel business is also divided into three major verticals. For example, you are a travel agent and you want to sell to your clients. Of course, you want to sell to the clients like flight tickets, like hotels, like packages, like something else. There are multiple things comes in the products. As you want to sell something to your clients, but obviously you will buy something from somewhere, right? Which is basically the suppliers. So there are flights and hotels you are buying from somewhere, you're adding your markup and then selling for your clients. You buy for yourself, add your markup and then sell to your clients. That's what you're saying. You're buying and selling, and in between you are playing a role as a mediator where you're adding markup and making your money. So it's like a kind of a commission or adding markup which you're doing, right? It's like a trading business, like you buy and sell. It's pretty simple. Now let's divide into these buying selling concepts. So when it comes to buyer, it means you need to have some suppliers in place from where you will buy the products, and then you need some clients where you will sell those products, right? Pretty simple. So that's clear. We need to buy from suppliers and sell to the clients. Let's understand. So we'll come that part of the buyer and seller in the later half of the video and where you will connect those things. But let's understand some basic concept like how this all setup starts. So before you start, I'll say like you need to go for a basic registration, which can be a trade registration in the local place wherever you are sitting. I mean, like it could be an international place if you guys are. I'm talking about more in India where the private limited proprietorship and partnership kind of a firms comes up. You can get that registration as per your own requirement or own feeling. Okay, so let's say you have got the company registered. Of course, once you are getting the company registered, you will be also thinking about some name. So I'll say like there are few things which you can keep in mind. So when you're going for a company name registration, right, you do also search the company's name, domain name, it is available or not, right? Like www.xyz.com or abc.com or travel trip or whatever name you want to give them. Do search their name, and that should be available in .com, which is preferable. If it is not, you can go .net, .in also, depending on which country you are representing. And for international clients, I'll say you need to also look for a domain name as .com or any other suitable .net extension. So yes, the first thing is you have got the registration done. Once registration, your company has a legal name, legal identity. In the same time, you also got the domain name registered for yourself. Now, why domain name is because I'll say when you are starting in this era, in current era, you should have a one website ready, which is a corporate website. I'm not talking about a booking website where people can come and search flight, hotel, etc. and all. No, it's a simple corporate website where it should be written who you are, what you're doing, and what's your vision, what are product and services which you deal into, like are you dealing in flight, hotel or packages, right? Your expertise. You can also put your customer feedbacks later on, not now immediately. I can definitely describe you what are the things into my another video. What are the main things we need to showcase on your website so that the client get more faith into that. So you have the domain name ready and now you got the website ready, right? So I'll say like again, like the company registrations cost maybe 2,000, 5,000 rupees. I guess that kind of expenditure comes in. With that, you can also have a bank account open. A domain name will cost you hardly 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees between that, depending on the extension which you're going for. A website can be get ready. A basic corporate website nowadays, guys, it's very, very cheap. Right? On freelancer.com, you can get a lot of people who can build that, and maybe in the market as well. From 5,000 rupees till 15, 20,000 rupees, a basic corporate website with 5, 10 pages, 20 pages, can come up, right? And in that also, I give a tip. Whenever you're going to get the website ready, always ask your developer to make a WordPress website, so that it will be only having a 4 or 5 page. But if you want to create more pages, there is no extra cost which you need to pay for developer. Simply like the way you write something in the Word, you can just go in the backend of WordPress and create that package or other content or a page which you want to create. So that will save you a lot of cost. So yeah, your domain name is ready, website is ready. Now comes the third important point. Never share simple email like gmail.com, yahoo.com, etc. As you are registering a domain name, simply go with your official website address based email ID like vivek@yourcompanyname.com, your name @companyname.com. That's very important because that gives a more impression to the client, like yes, you are a professional company, you've invested some money into that thing versus the other people. Okay, so this part is done. Now in that case also, when you're opting for a domain name like GoDaddy and Namecheap, a lot of organizations also offering your hosting for emails, right? So you can also opt their email addresses. Apart from that, Gmail is offering a very good service for, hardly it costs you 125 rupees or 110 rupees a month, right? So it's a very cheap service. You can actually opt for that, or you can go for a hosting provider site as well. So your domain name is ready, your website is ready, your official email ID is also ready. In the same time, I'll just suggest you just get printed some visiting cards as well, because that's always impressive to hand over the visiting card if the client is coming and you're going to meet to the client. So that's kind of basic setup is ready. Now you're good to go and get started the business. Now comes back to the first thing which I was mentioning, suppliers and sellers, your client basically. Let's understand the supplier side of it. Now, because of technology, now it's become very easy to get the rates for any kind of product, right? Flight, hotel, car, sightseeing. Now you need not to go directly to the airlines and get the price, or maybe go directly to the hotel and get the price, because you even don't know which client can ask you for which destination, right? So that's why with the help of technology, now there are a lot of players in the market which are called consolidators or wholesalers in the market, right? Earlier what was happening is, for every wholesaler we need to call them up and ask for the price, and it was taking a lot of time, right? You need to ask for 2-3 other wholesalers and get the best price from them, which was a time consuming thing. The best part now is these consolidators are available in the market. So if I specifically say Indian market, Travel Boutique Online, GRN Connect, TripJack, there are a lot of other wholesalers, right, which are already popular, who has been offering their rates in the market. The only thing which you need to do is just sign up with them and be their partner. Same happens for the international market. If I talk about for the Middle East and other geographies, like companies like Hotelbed, Stuba, right, W2M, and lots of other players are there, right, as per your market. So like in Dubai, Nirvana Travel is there. Then in Saudi, there is a lot of other players there. As per the products, they are the hotel one. So if you talk about flights, TBO Air, Travel Fusion, Multicom, Kiwi, lots of other suppliers are available with them. You just need to sign up with them, and once during the sign up, what they'll do is they will have the deposit process. So you can deposit some money into the account. It's like a wallet. So let's say 1 lakh rupees or maybe $5,000 or $10,000 you have deposited in their account, and those $10,000 will be showing into your wallet, which you can consume while making the booking. So every booking which you will make for a flight or hotel, the money will get deducted from that wallet. And once that is finished, you need to refill that wallet again. That's how the process works. In some cases, as a technology, companies have also facility that you need not to deposit anything. Every time when you want to make a booking, you just use your credit card as a travel agency and make the booking, and you collect the cash from the client, which anyways you will be connecting in the basic process as well. So guys, with this process, it becomes very easy. Like you need not to run here and there. Just you need to analyze with 1 or 2 suppliers. You can just have 2 suppliers. I'll suggest again, right? One supplier, let's say a TVO. If you're working with international and local market, so we have 1 local supplier, 1 international supplier. If you're primarily working into a national or domestic market, have 2 domestic suppliers. Let's say if I talk about Indian market, you can connect with 1 TVO supplier, or another one maybe TripJack, or maybe 1 GRN Connect, and another one could be a TVO, so that you always have a better edge on that, right? Sometimes it happens like the price might be fluctuating, or it might be slightly here and there, or maybe it's also possible that one supplier might be offering you a X percentage or a X price versus the Y percentage given by the client, because it's a sales game, right? So if you're going good business and the good margins, you can earn on it, right? So that's comes the supplier part of it. So I'll say define which market you want to work, accordingly which destination you want to work. When you are dealing with supplier also, you can ask them. So for example, if you are based out of north and you want to have more business for south destination, so you can ask your supplier or a consolidator or wholesaler, hey, I want a rate for these destinations, can you let me know how many contracts or prices you have for those destinations? So that's something can be also asked from them to have a better price. But again, to be on a safer side, always have a 2 supplier contracts, so and divide your money between those of the both of them and search for the better price to offer for your client, because the price is the most important thing, right? So that was for the supply side. Let's go to the sales side of it, which is related to client. So in case of client, I'll say like of course that is one tricky part. Everybody is looking for a business. So when you are also coming into a travel business, I'll say if you know exactly how to get the client, then it's the best part, because if you don't have a client to whom you will sell. But some suggestions which I like to give to you here is, you can definitely start with your relatives and your friend circles. Do let them know, keep letting them know these are the services which you deal into, right? You can, utilizing your WhatsApp marketing, you can utilize the Facebook marketing, right? And so this for the relatives and known person, you just let them know like these are services which you are doing. But when it comes to a basic B2C market, nowadays Instagram and Facebook is the biggest opportunity to target the B2C client. Again, I'll suggest if you're going to start, always start with 1 or 2 destinations rather than the across the globe, because what happens is you for those destinations you become expert in those destinations slowly, like you know exactly the weather condition, you know the supplies, you know the local sightseeing which can be get done, how the client can spend better time when he's there for 2-3 stays, right? You also understand and interact with the hotel suppliers over there. So I'll suggest to start with the specific destination and then grow your market for a bigger, wider, span, right? Now comes back to the same point. You can start with your relatives, your friend circles. Then you can start with the marketing on the B2C platform like Facebook and Instagram and other platform. You can also target for the corporates. What you can do is in your nearby area, if you're related to your business circle, right, you can start promoting over there, because business travelers are traveling on a frequent basis. So you can target those people as well, because that become a specific requirement. And as then utilizing that same content, basically what you can do is the clients to whom you are giving the service, ask them their feedback with the video testimonials, pictures testimonials. Those testimonials you can publish on your website, or you can utilize those testimonials in the marketing as well during the campaign which you're running on a Facebook and Instagram, etc. So there are many ways. It's itself is a very deep subject where you need to how you can market that. I'll say I can create another video. Maybe there are a lot of other videos are available on the YouTube as well, how to market yourself on internet. Well, I'm not an expert, but I can definitely suggest you some inputs on that on the basis of my experience and the knowledge. The last and important point for the travel startup business is, as you grow and reach to a next level, right? Maybe I'll say in another 2-3 months, 5 months, and when you are done with the business, I'll suggest you to get associated with the travel industry related associations. There are a lot of associations depending on the different business. You can go for TAI, which is a Travel Agent Association of India. You can go for a TAFI, Travel Agent Federation of India. You can go IATO, Indian Agent Travel Association. So there are a lot of on the basis of like outbound business, inbound business, adventure business. If you are an IATA agent, an IATA agent. So there, as per your business, there are a lot of associations are there. The benefit what you get is like you get there is a credibility which get added to your brand, as well as these associations have been doing a lot of branding activities, a lot of day-to-day things which helps you to know what is happening in the industry, because right now you are fighting with your own alone, but these industries will help you a lot of certification, lot of regulations which are coming up, events which are coming up. You go and you interact with the people and get the feel of it, what's happening, how they are doing. They can help you with their knowledge and experience. So I'll suggest to have the partnership or the sign up with these associations. Lastly, I'll say, like, again, as your business grow, do participate in the events which are happening. Travel agents events are happening. So let's say the one of the biggest event which happens in Indian market is SATE, right, which happens generally every year starting like January, February, March. So you should participate there, and for the domestic business, right? And there are some regional events are also happening, like OTM is another one which happens into a different part of the India. And international events, if I talk about, is in Middle East there's something called ATM, Arabian Travel Marketing. In London it's called WTM, World Travel Market. Then in Asia it happens ITB, right? So there are a lot of events happens across the globe, and the purpose is very simple. You as a business go there, represent yourself. Hey, I am Vivek, or I am this XYZ company. I'm based out of here. I am serving in this market for this territory. I'll be happy to collaborate with you. And in the same way, the other people are also coming over there, and they're looking for the partners like you, because people, when they are traveling from one country to another country, they want friends, they want some known people with whom they can do a partnership and share their business. Same happens with you. So that's very important part to create your brand for an international market. Even for the domestic market, if you're focusing, then there are domestic events where you can just participate. So you're based out of north, then go and participate into the south-based event, right, where you will be doing a partnership with the local people over there. So the local people will be sending people or clients here in north, so you can handle their operations here. And then in the same way, from the people who want to go from north to south, you can actually send those people for that location. So it's pretty simple actually. So you just start the things, and gradually you go for a next level and grow your business with the help of these all things, whether associations, participation in different events, right, and even utilizing the marketings, and maybe even then doing a lot of partnership with the different and good quality of suppliers as well. So there are a lot of things, right? So in this video, I'll just like to sum up here, and then let me know your comments in the below. If you have any other questions, I'll be really happy to help you out. I'm more on a technology side of it, guys. I can definitely help you related to supply side of it, related to the the front end client side of it. Even there are other videos which I've created where what are the top 5 things which you need to opt for when you're starting a business, like related to technology. Feel free to leave your comments. Like, you can visit my website vivekkatheria.com. You can also reach me on LinkedIn, tag me over there. You can also see a lot of latest update which I'm putting on my YouTube channel, which is, the link is there. You can just click on that link and in the bottom and subscribe for my channel. And there are a lot of industry talks which I'm doing on my website, which is listed there. So keep on visiting my website. You will see a lot of new things are happening. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and let's connect again for another topic.